How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade.
The Browns are now on the clock.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.
Let's go to Adam now, who's got more on the Steelers' last pick.
Of all the running backs who participated at the All-Star game, he definitely had the roughest outing. Matt Miller told me he was not picking the right lanes anytime he was handed the ball. He was stuck at the line on almost every carry, and he didn't get very far if he did make it past the line. He just didn't show that natural instinct to attack the weaker areas of the defensive line. Coaches in the NFL don't respond well to backs who run from sideline to sideline looking for a hole that doesn't exist. They prefer north to south style runners who take the ball and burst through the open lane or make a hole of their own if none exists. He doesn't seem to have that instinct yet, but now that he's been picked up, we'll see if he can find it.
Adam, what can you tell us about the Bengals' newest player?
I'll tell you, everyone was talking about him after the combine, and not exactly for the best of reasons. He was called out almost unanimously as one of the worst interviews at Indy. I spoke with a few of the scouts who sat down with him, and the common remarks I heard was that he was slow to respond, had very little to say, and definitely had his periods of awkward silence. Fortunately for him, how he plays is looked at more than how he talks. I think the team found a good player, even if he is lacking a little charisma.
The Browns are now on the clock. Adam, what can you tell us about that last pick?
Some interesting news came out of his pro day when coaches called the workout off early. He was beginning to show signs of exhaustion, and they were worried he wouldn't be able to make it through the rest of the planned drills. Workhorse running backs are becoming a rarity in the league, but you want to see your tailbacks have enough stamina to play an entire game. He's going to need a lot more conditioning, and we'll see if he can be ready for the team's training camp.
Now that he's just been picked, Adam, what can you tell us about Sherman?
One of this draft's toughest players, here's a guy who played the majority of his final collegiate season with a broken foot. Long suffering with plantar fasciitis in the affected foot, doctors discovered several hairline fractures across the first, second, and third metatarsals during a routine therapy session. Translation? His foot was essentially shattered. Recovery took months, and he used the time wisely, studying film of just about every NFL team and preparing for interviews. No surprise that he blew scouts and even a few GMs away with his knowledge of NFL offensive schemes. This is an intelligent, hard-nosed defensive back who's going to make his fair share of big plays before his professional career is over.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Panthers going up against the Browns. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Throwing on third down, Newton. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Andy Dalton leading the charge offensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to lead. Fourth down. McBride. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Alvin Kamara with a touchdown in that one. On 3rd and 2, McBride. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. To throw on third down, McBride. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, McBride. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Score from the Meadowlands. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Andy Dalton, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. On 3rd and 2, McBride. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves. No score just yet in this first quarter of action, but we have the offense in the red zone as they've got it here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time.
The offense is in the red zone. It's a 1st and 10 situation at the 15-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down? Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. To throw on 3rd down, McBride. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the Raiders have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. So not much left here before we reach halftime as the offense is out there now hoping to put together a scoring drive before they head to the locker room. On 1st down, McBride. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit.
And the Raiders have got him. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Right on the 30-yard line. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. On 3rd and 2, McBride. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? Operating from the gun, McBride. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, give credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. An update from down in Southern California. It's the Broncos leading that game to this point. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 3rd and 2, McBride. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him for a loss of 9. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. McBride caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Okay, time to hop back into this one. It's a red zone alert with a 1st and 10 upcoming down at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McBride. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys... A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. That is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is knocked down from the side. We get back to this one with the offense trying to put the finishing touches on a possible victory, essentially just needing a 1st down to end it. The defense, though, they do have all 3 timeouts. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. McBride. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Colts pick is in. Adam, give us the rundown.
When I ask scouts around the league what his biggest asset is, they always point to his father. His dad is a high school coach that knows how to consistently finish in the top of the school's division. And ever since he was able to walk, he's been on the sidelines for every game. Even after he leaves practice at night, he's still getting advice from his dad at home. And from what I've heard from scouts who've watched him play, you can tell the extra coaching has helped. Even during interviews at the Combine, I was told by several GMs that he was one of their favorite players to talk to. He has his dad's eye for the game, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him become a coach one day himself. I like him a lot, and he'll be a great addition to the team.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams.
Our very own Adam Schefter has more to say about this pick.
His college career came to an abrupt end this year when he was suspended from the team. I spoke with the school's athletic director, and he told me it was due to an academic violation. He was on probation and close to failing several courses before the decision was made between the director and his coach. He was able to turn his grades around, but his draft stock took a hit when the news broke. Scouts weren't too bothered by his academic issues, but his lack of playing time made it harder to evaluate him with the rest of his class. And now that he's drafted, I don't think the team is too concerned with his grades either.
Pick's been made. Let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about the player.
As aggressive as a defensive lineman as you will find, here's a guy who plays with reckless abandon in his quest to bring down an opposing quarterback. Many I talk to point to this mentality as the reason why he ended up with a ruptured pectoral muscle and cracked sternum, ending his college career. A tendo Achilles allograft reconstruction was needed to repair the pectoral and graft it back into place. Procedure typically takes 12 to 18 months to return from, yet he was able to achieve medical clearance in just 7. What remains to be seen, however, is if his all-out style of play will have changed at all, knowing that an aggravation of the injury likely means an end to his career. Fans of the team should not be surprised if we see a much more passive version of him come this fall. The special shoulder pads he'll need to wear to protect the area could slow him down by themselves.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
The Browns are now on the clock. 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 The Browns are now on the clock.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Seahawks going up against the Browns. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We have a 1st and 10 forthcoming. We have a red zone alert as well as this offense looks to punch it in a scoreless first quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first...
So it's 3rd down, ball inside the red zone, and this defense looking to get the stop they need. They run with a power back. Rawls. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff it. As we drop you into the action, it's 2nd down, 2nd and 5 inside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Looking to throw. McBride eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Walters with a grab over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the first. handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. On third down, it's Crawford, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. To throw on third down, McBride firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's... They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. A nifty punt return has this offense already in the red zone. 1st and 10, first play of the drive. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
To throw again, McBride. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. It's Saunders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Back to throw. McBride. And he fires one, but incomplete. Lead change may very well be forthcoming as this offense in field goal range already and looking for more here in the 4th quarter. Third down, here's Rawls. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock, look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. Now this defense here really needs to hold them to a field goal late, or maybe could they force a turnover and allow no points? Time to see. First down, this is Rawls. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They go again with Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Here we go!
He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns only 2 timeouts at the defense's disposal, and it's doubtful that's going to be enough for him to get the ball back as we'll head back in for the final moments of this one. Now Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that will be incomplete as well. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Erickson. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Wilson to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Browns, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Bye.